Hello, hello, hello. This is RocksAlot, and I am going live. So, welcome anybody that's in. I will be looking at some opal pieces that I did show the other day, and I'll wait for a couple people to come in. But this was a shell that I got from Depue out of Diamond Pacific. I'm not sponsored by Diamond Pacific, but I do use their products, and I am extremely happy with them. The machine that I use is a Jennie from Diamond Pacific, and it's probably about 25 years old, so it's done me well, and I did the person prior to me very well as well. So these are the couple of pieces that I showed in the preview of unboxing the other day. That's just a gorgeous shell piece that will probably remain a shell piece. And then I had a little $15 buy right there. But what I'm going to concentrate on today is two of these 4 pieces. So these 2 at the bottom have already been pre-rubbed. And as you can see, they've got some pretty good color in there. So I'm just going to continue to try to finish what somebody started. Welcome everybody. Thank you for coming in. Hope you all had a great day. I just got out of work and then we got dumped on out here, and it was like a foot in 30 minutes. So, but today I'm going to work on these 2 pieces out of the 4 that I showed the other day. They have been pre-rubbed, so it's got some pretty good color in there, and it's thick enough. Let's see how thick we are actually. So it is, and actually if you can hear the sirens going off in the background, that's not for tornadoes, it's just for lightning. So it's over at the local swimming pool. So it's about 5 millimeters, and I'm probably going to take that back down first, see which side shows best, and then decide on a shape, although it already looks like a hexagon. I don't think I've ever done, a pentagon. Never done a pentagon. So we might do that, we'll see. And then the other little piece was also pre-rubbed, and it's showing some great color up in here. So we just might take that down some more and take off the back. And that's probably going to be it for today. So I'm going to move you over to the machine, and we're just going to get started. So
hear the raindrops on the roof
you can?
in the video. Yeah.
That's okay. Alright, so I'm going to move you over. Please, if you get motion sickness, hold on. That wasn't too bad, was it?
Yeah, it's easy to tell it's
Okay, so which piece should I start on? Let's see. I think we're going to, that's the best that's shown. So let's dig into this one first. I'm going to backlight myself a little bit. So hold on, this one's pretty bright. And maybe that'll help with, there we go, much better. So we're going to just take this down some more, take off the back, and see if I can capture this color right in the middle there. And here comes some noise. It's going to be a little noisy. Get my geysers going. So this works off in an air pump. So it doesn't actually suck any water. It just pushes, I'm making a funny noise. There's something rattling. go. Okay, so let's just get started. I'm going to start on the 240 grit in the middle, and just going to take some more of the top off. It's already started, so I'm just going to see how deep that sand is and go around the edge and see if we can capture where the bar is. So you can see the bar right there. Like I say, I thank you all for coming in. For me, it's early evening, just getting out of work. And for some, it's probably early afternoon. And if you're watching from outside, welcome. For some reason, I can't see my chat. So, yeah, I'm back live, but I still can't see my chat. I hope I didn't lose everybody. So if you have any questions or you come into the chat, I think my wife Kat is here somewhere, and she will redirect the questions to me. So that sound is coming out. Try something. I'm sorry that I can't see the chat, so it's still odd. Okay. I just can't see the chat. Hi Jenny, hi Rob. Oh, Phil's on? Hi Phil. Sorry I can't see your chat. You know, you are one of my, I don't know if I should say mentors, but definitely one of my inspirations when it comes to opal. You're just a straight up guy, and you show us how you work, and honestly, like, I love your channel. It's actually probably one of my favorite. It's probably my favorite channel, actually. I know you haven't been posting too much lately. The Australian guy. I know. But he has a little mine in Andamuka, which is really neat. And so I've had some, I think I've purchased a little bit of Andamuka and quite a few pieces of Lambina. This color's starting to come out. It's almost stripy. Let me get down and see if this color comes across the whole stone. Okay, so what it's looking like is it's a little more jelly on this side. It doesn't seem to be showing that much color. It's got a little color in it. The main color is right here, which doesn't help me with the shape at all. Great. Put that around on the edge. There's still no color on that top corner. I'm going to keep bringing that in. Taking a bit of a risk here. Waiting to see when this color comes in. Still hasn't come in yet. So now I'm starting to see my shape. I'm going to take off this side over here. It's just jelly. Now there's some color underneath there. So I'm going to start rolling this jelly side down and see what's underneath. It's not coming through. I can't hear you. Mr. Chubby Hubby. Hi, Mr. Chubby Hubby. Glad you could make it. I know there's a few of you in there, and I really do apologize. I can't see the chat. I really don't want to stop the live right now. I do have a messenger right next to me. And if you have any questions, put it in the chat and she'll let me know. There's a little bit of color in this. What's showing is the right side. It's not showing up great. So I'm going to take this middle out. That side's great. Okay. So sort of broad flashy. Oh, there's now some little bit of color showing up. That doesn't help me. That just makes it more difficult. Let's bring this in. Maybe I can get a shape out of it. I have an onion. Start doming it a little bit. And even though there's a little bit of color there, it's not enough. So it kind of goes right up to that edge. And I think we're going to get rid of most of it. Just bring it in. And then the next one that we're going to do should be showing pretty well. Going to get a lot smaller. That's okay, I want to get the best stone I can out of it. Let me take the back off some. Anybody know how to turn on the chat when you're already in the middle of a live and it's not showing? I'm going to make that a bit quicker. So I went down to the 80 grit. off. A lot quicker, but a little more dangerous. I'm going to leave that for right now. And actually, that belly part, it's not going to come up with anything. So it's going to keep disappearing. And that's going to change my whole shape. That's okay. If Leonore's there, happy birthday, Leonore. I know, I think you're down in Miami, so we're not too far away, but I know it's your birthday today. Quite the milestone. So happy birthday to you. Thanks for everything you do in the community. You help out so many channels. I see you helping so many people. Okay. Now we're getting there. Take this little tiny sliver of, I don't know if it's sand or, I don't know what it is actually. It's not sand, but we're going to take it off. And now you're starting to see color even up here. Starting to get a real shape. And now it's a flat oval. But it's also centralizing that color in the middle. So I think we're going to try and dot that. I'm going to start working on the other one. So what I do to dry these out real quick is I put them on, take you, is put it on the motor reel there. It's not too hot, but it's warm. So we can put that up there, and we're going to take a look at the next stone. Okay, so this is the back of the next stone, and as you can see, it's got a chip out of there, and that's gorgeous too. So how do we do this that we keep both sides and keep the most opal that we can? It looks like a pentagon, but a pentagon's going to take me a little bit, and I think we can do it. Let's give it a try. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and I'll have a nice shiny stone. But I think I might be able to do it. So I got to get that sand out up the top here. I got to clean up the back. I got to take in these edges, and that should be good. So get some good light on here so I can see what I'm doing. Okay. So I've been looking at these stones for what, 2 days, thinking about what to do. So while I'm at work, it's been running around in my head, but I did not see a pentagon coming. Let's see. And I have never domed a pentagon either. Okay, so it might just be, no, that's not going to work. Hopefully none of this cracks. centralize that. Get this flat. Yeah, I'm picking up a little bit of the stone here. But it's all chippy anyway. Not looking terrible. Get that one flat. Wow. That angle there should be good. I don't know if I hear any oh no's in the background. It's actually looking pretty, I don't want to say good, but it's not looking bad. Put it off there. Okay, it might not be perfect, but I really don't want to kick too much of the stone off, and that's looking pretty good. So I'm going to try and roll each edge. Hopefully that gets rid of the rest of this sand spot, and we'll be looking better. Flat and roll. And roll. Roll one more time, so that was 3. I'm going to go around and do 3 on each one. 1, 2, 3. Wow, that's fantastic. Welcome everybody. Really appreciate you coming in and listening to me babble about something that I like to do anyway. This one's, it's not going to be a perfect pentagon, but I don't want to lose any more color, and the color's showing up fantastic. So it's going to be what it is. It is a great color specimen. I'm going to roll it. 1, 2, 3. 2 more to go. 1, 2, 3. Last one. 1, 2, 3. So I've rolled the edges. Still got that little piece, so I'm going to bring that in. Man, this is difficult. Who knew I was going to try and do something I've never done before on a live? Come on. So that's what it's about. You know, I've done quite a few videos now, and my subs are coming up, which is fantastic. But a lot of what people don't see are the things that go wrong. And things go wrong. You know, I could be in the middle of this stone and it could crack right down the middle. You just never know. All right, we're going to come off of this wheel, move on to, it's a 280 Nova wheel, which is softer. It's fairly new. So it's still taking quite a bit of material off, but I feel a little bit safer with it. So it's a good pentagon that way, but it's not equal all the way around. So let's pick off some of this back. Doing scary stuff now. Going over just 80 grit, I couldn't really do it. Kind of even out the chips on the bottom. Sorry, you can't see that. Okay. So that took most of the back off. I can finish up the back another time. The other thing I like to do, not only do I like to flatten the back, but I like to go around this bottom edge that's so sharp, and I'm just going to bevel it off probably at a 45, and that just stops it from chipping as we're going along. So it's going to go on all 5 sides, taking it down a little bit. See how chippy this one is? Take that corner down a little bit. Right there. Still got a little chip to it. There we go. The other thing I gotta work on is the girdle. So, if you think about a round, if I go up here, just above the mid-center, and I have the top of the stone pointing up, it's only going to dig the bottom out more, and really I want it to be the other way. So if the stone's facing up, I want to be below center here, and if my stone's facing down, then I want to be above the center here. And that gives me sort of a 7 to 11 degree angle all the way around. And if Phil's still out there, it's Phil that does it, or one of the people that do it, and what it does is it helps when you're setting the stone. It gives the silver or gold or whatever it is you set it in something to grab a hold of. Okay.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, Steve. Hi, Leonore. Happy birthday. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Leonore. Happy birthday to you. And many more. I hope I didn't kill everybody's ears, but Leonore's fantastic. What a great soul and a great heart. And actually, we have a birthday coming up in this household as well soon. Okay, now, because I took the back off, I have an even bigger dilemma. Look at that. So that's the back. And it's not too deep. And that's the front. So I have to bring this down more, because as that opal guy would say, we might have a dragon scale right here. I don't know anybody else that pulls a dragon scale but him, but okay, we got a little bit more to go. This is when it gets scary, because you're getting thinner and thinner. And I'm pressing pretty hard. I probably shouldn't be. Should we keep going? I think we keep going. So you might hear me humping or humping when it gets a little stressful. And let me go to the edge a little bit just to see if I can take that hole out a little bit. It's getting there, but it's got a little... Okay, and this live's taken longer than I thought as well, but that's okay. I'm really happy you're all in here. If you would, when you got time, either before or after, then go ahead and like it and subscribe would be fantastic. And just so you know, it's actually opal that I started on. I am not a master at it or a grandmaster or anything like that. I would say I am a decent cutter. I've only been doing it, I guess, 3.5 years now. Maybe 4. I think 3.5. And I don't know if it's the math side of me or not, but I'm awful at English, but I'm pretty good at math. And so my symmetry comes out pretty well. And so some of my stones, I've done fairly well. But I have some opal pieces that I have to cut, and I've really been holding on to them because I didn't trust myself to cut them. The gentleman I got them off was a very generous man, and so I have some really nice pieces to cut. A lot of it's Cuba Pedy, but it is color through and through. These pieces, on the other hand, I got from Depue over at Diamond Pacific and Lapidary Days. So a big thanks goes out to them. Okay, it's getting there, and I'm staying on this wheel because I could go over to, I could go back one wheel, but it's a hard wheel and it'll put some new scratches in. So rather than having to go put new scratches on, get this sand out, and then go back to the soft wheel for a much longer time, I think I'm going to be saving myself material and also the possibility of some heavy scratches on the bottom. Okay. Now that it's a pentagon, now I'm starting to think of different jewelry designs already in my head. And what if I could take this, the blues are coming out now too. What if I could take this and just extend this like this, so I had a 5-pointed star? That'd be awesome. So yeah, I'm going over time already. I really appreciate you all coming in. I mean, it fascinates me that there's actually 40 people out there watching right now. That's fantastic. This is what I do when I get home from work. It helps me get out of work, if that makes any sense. And we all need something where we can let our stresses go, our daily stresses go, and this is one of the ways that I do it. And it comes out with pretty things at the end of it, which is fantastic too. So, alright. It's starting to get to be a little dangerous. Just a little patience. Right here, I think we'll be done. And then we might stop the 2 stones. Hopefully it won't take too long and I don't burn myself too much. We can move over to the other 3 wheels. Maybe we'll get close to finishing these up. And I'll have to do some researching because I can't see everybody on here, which is a shame. It would be really nice if I could see all your names and who's popping in. So I do have my other half out here, and she's watching the chat. But I can't see anything, so. Tiny bit to go. Come on. This is when I gotta watch myself becoming impatient. Pushing too hard when you start making mistakes. So little. You see the blue popping out? It's almost like a purple. I don't know if that's just because of the big light to my left, but that's pretty neat. Okay. I think actually, also got to be careful that I don't get the stone too hot. Opal, if you get it too hot, whether it's on a wheel or like the felt wheel when you're doing the cerium, I will end up, you can overheat it and it'll end up cracking or crazing, almost like if the opal stays too dry for too long or has been stored in a really hot area, it will crack eventually. I forget the percentage of water in an opal, but it's much higher than you would think. So I've got this little dot to go, and I've got so little, look at the flash on that. I can almost hear Mr. Gordon in the back. That, or I'm going to have to go put on my red suit. I don't have a red suit. Oh, that's not true. I got a red jacket. I play full in. Just to distract the opponent. Okay. Tiny little bit there. And that little bit there. I'm going to see if I can roll this out right now. This time I do have to go back because I need to keep that line straight. If I push too hard on this one, see, that sounds a tiny bit bigger. If I push too hard on this one, all it does is actually round it around. 10% water. There you go. 6 to 10% water for the water content on an opal. They can get more than that, but it's probably when you get into like hydroplane opal, like Ethiopian opal, and then it's going. A tiny little speck. See, that's what gets scary. Okay, we're all good. Take that. tiny bit to go. It might not come out. I'm trying to be patient. Alright. You hear the pressure on the wheel. There we get hot. I gotta be careful. I'm gonna leave that for right now. I could, because it's the back, I could almost Dremel it. With some of my Nova bits. It's just getting too close, and do we Dremel, or do we finish it up on the wheel? Doesn't want to go. I'm sorry I got stuck on one wheel. Okay, I'm going to move on. No, we're not. We're going to do it. We're going to do what I said I wasn't going to do. It's almost done. So that means I got to do this back again. Okay. One more. Okay, can't ever do this. It's not the way to do it. But look. It's gone. Alright. Well, that was a little risky. And it's only risky because the diamond pieces that are on a metal wheel, one, they dig in deeper and grind a deeper groove, but they also give you more chance of chipping on the edges, cracking it all the way about the side. That. That's the back. I haven't even tried polishing the front yet, so let's do the front a little bit. There's some glues to it. Over on that corner there. So the one move, I can't do the move that Justin does where he rolls it across his finger. He could probably do this one easy. Alright. Great. So that's got color coming from all sides. We've got a pentagon, and we're going to move on to the other wheels. In the meantime, while we're doing this, I'm going to go ahead. I'm making some funky noises today. That noise I don't like. And we're going to dop this real quick. We're going to dop the little one. I'm not going to dop the big one. So let's just go into the middle real quick. And get that out of the way. Get that out of the way. This is dried up some now. Get a little holder. I got this from 53 Frogs. Like, 3 years ago. Then I lost it for a long time, and then I didn't trust myself doing high-grade opal. So let's see if we can do this without burning myself too bad. More than likely I'll come out with a scar too. But scary, heating up opal. This is just a green wax. And this one I have on like a bamboo skewer. I don't like cutting out of here. Okay. I just saw steam from my stone, so that's not good. Ouch. Like I said. Ouch. Good thing I don't cuss much. But ouch. I don't know if you saw that, but ouch. Oh, abandoned. I need to let this sit for a second. Let's get that straight. Doesn't take long. Not too bad. Oh, don't put your hand over the flame. Tends to cook. It is dinner time. Sorry. Let's see. Okay, so I'm just going to let that sit for a minute. The wax will actually harden up pretty quick. I'm going to switch you guys over to this other side, hopefully without losing you. Hold on. My fat fingers. But it's either my fat fingers or travel sickness. So that looks pretty good. Let's go in a little bit. Get some light. There we go. Can move over here. Alright, now I have a tripod between my legs, which is weird. Okay. So let's test this one. Let's give it a minute. I'm going to start with this one. Here comes the noise again. A little bit cleaner over here. We'll be taking off less off the stone. So, same thing, we're just going to go through each stage. I'm going to do the back first. I'm going to go through the whole back first. Doesn't take long. And I'll do the edges, and then I'll do the top, and then we'll hit that other little one, and then we'll see if we have time to do the cerium. Thank you all for hanging in. Really much appreciated. Wow. You'll hear me muttering little words of exhilaration, I think is the right word. It's not every day you get an opal like this. One, it's really hard to source. Two, it can be really expensive. Three, you don't always know who you're dealing with. I have been very fortunate You know exactly where I got this from and the wonderful people that I got it from. So going back to the front. Actually going to do each side and then roll the top twice. I'm going to do that on every wheel and every side. So what's that, 30? Roll it. Roll it. Like I said, I'm going below the middle of the wheel. That gives me less cut at the bottom and more cut on the top edge. Roll it once and twice. It's been a funny week here weather-wise. We're definitely into summertime. And I mowed the lawn the other day. I felt like I was a gold miner in Australia with one of those dry blowers. And then today, coming back from work, it must have rained like 4 or 5 inches, 4 inches, I would say, 3-4 inches in 30 minutes. So, I'm going to do the top a little. I'm not going to dome this top too much. I have the color showing. It's got a little round edge to the edges. So I'll bring it into the center a little bit, but wow. I'll just do the same thing. Moving on. That was a 600. This is the 1200 wheel. Already done the back. Same thing. Edge. Roll once. Roll twice. Edge. Roll once. Roll twice. And the edge again. 1, 2. 1, 2. And that should do it. Last one. 1. There, 1, 2. And there's some of you left, and I really appreciate the ones that have stayed, and I really appreciate the ones that came in at the beginning and have stuck with me up till now. There's probably some other sales going on, which I like to watch. I don't always buy on the sales. I get a lot of information from the sales, and I meet some wonderful people in the community who have some wonderful advice. So, what? Yeah, that's fantastic. So, I wish I could read it. Lots of highs. You're saying hi back? Yeah. Where'd she go? No, I meant where'd the stone go? Hold up. Yeah, I almost lost it.
Get it?
Yeah.
Oh, ooh, I'm getting off.
Okay. Almost lost it. And it does happen. And then you look for it, and then you give up, and then you find it when you're cleaning the shop. Okay, I think I'm done with this one. Edge. 1, 2. This is a 3000 wheel. Gives it pretty good polish. 1, 2. Last one. about big enough that I can do this by hand. Wow. Alright, that one goes to the bench. Let's go back to this one, see if we can bring something out of this. It shouldn't take too long. I hope. Start seeing that white line, it means I don't have enough water on that. Yeah. So, anybody that has to go, I will put the live back up, and you can skip right to the end and see the finished stones. I know we all have busy lives, and I've been on here a lot longer than I wanted to be. I'm sorry? They're exactly where they want to be, I guess, so.
You've been on there exactly as long as you wanted.
Yeah.
As long as you expected.
That's true. Okay. Now I'm just going around at a 45. Around the top edge of the stone. And I'm going to start bringing that down. Like a 30. And bringing it in. That should give it a dome. I might have to take it back real quick, but that's not too bad. When I start getting picky about the shape. And that's just me. Excuse me real quick. I need to do that to make it a little bit quicker. There we go. Okay, that's good. Some people make it look extremely easy. So there's actually like a red flash coming through, which I'm going to keep. I don't know if you can see it. It's actually starting to go with an orangey red. So these two stones, believe it or not, will end up paying for everything else that I paid for them. So this one's starting to show, it's not a crack, but it's an inclusion. An odd inclusion, actually. I don't know if I can get that out. I don't think I can. It's below the top of the stone, so I'm not too worried. I'm just going to have to stay. Okay, now we're looking good on the shape. And the color's starting to pop, which is fantastic. I guess today's word is fantastic, if you didn't know that. We did get an odd treat at work today, so I don't know what they want, but yeah, ice cream this afternoon, which is fairly unusual. We do help out with storm season here, which can be sort of upset people sometimes, and rightly so. It is. Good. That's great. Alright, so under the 1200, shouldn't take long. Once you get your shape and you've got to about the 600 wheel, if you've done it correctly, you will not have any scratches, super deep scratches, and you can go smooth shape, pre-polish, polish. That wasn't me that put those on this machine, that was the person who owned it before me. And this machine, I think, is from the late 90s. It is a diamond specific Jennie. The wheels cost a little bit more, but they are well worth it. Okay. Get under the 3000. Get that girdle around. Hoping that little line doesn't come to the top. Okay. And that's it. I can always come back to it if I need to. But I think what we're going to do a really quick cerium, which I'm actually going to have to do here. Okay, so I'm going to take this off. I'm going to... So, unfortunately, my wheel on the end here has my cerium pad. The pad decided to fall off. Where is it? Here we go. So, this needs to be glued back. This would normally be my pad. And it fell off. So I'm back to the trusty Dremel, which works just as well. Sort of back to my beginnings. And actually already has some cerium on it, but I have this one. I'm not sure where this one came from. It came from Australia somewhere, but it is a white cerium. So let's give that a little bit of wet. Get a little bit of cerium on there. I'm gonna get dirty. That's okay. That's it. So don't use electric tools around water. And we're just gonna do the top of this one real quick. And put your Dremel underneath your wheels, because as you can see, it will spray everywhere. So this is faster. The speed of the Dremel is much quicker than the speed of the Jennie. The speed of the Jennie, I think, is 1725 or 1750. No, I'm lying. It's 1800. All right. Around the edge. Make sure it's not getting too hot. That one's good. I'm going to do this other one real quick. Doesn't hurt my fingers. Just polishes away my fingerprints. It's wet. That's it. Very happy with both of them. I believe it will pay for the other pieces that I have to do. And I'll show them in a second. Once we do a quick reveal of the finished here. Alright. Let's see, how are we going to do this? Let's turn that off. Sorry, I can sleep through that noise now. Got one, two. Wow. There's some tealy blues coming off of this one. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to move, hopefully. And I'm going to put you in here, I hope. Oh, that went much better than I thought it was. Okay. So, these are the other two. I'm about 85% sure that these two are actually meant to be. And I say that because of the concretion that's on the outside, and it's showing a little bit of black there. So these hopefully will make some money on these stones. Got some great bars in there. The thing about meant to be is they can go great from the sides, but you take off that top and it's just jelly or not any color at all. So that will be done another time. This one, well, let's show these stones. Thank you for all hanging out. So do a quick wipe on the work jeans and see if you can see that. That's fantastic. It's a great outcome. Super happy. It's almost like an eye. I'm not quite sure what pattern. I mean, it's got some broad flash to it, but it's got a mix. And actually there's a little orangey red on that same flash that isn't showing up in the camera, but believe me, it's there. So that's that one. And this one, look at that. Shape worked out. See that sort of tealy blue coming out? So that spatters across as well at certain angles. So a really nice mix of colors, nice mix of broad flash, and the back is just as stunning. Look at that. Fantastic. So that is today's word, is fantastic. May come up at another time, and I'm going to try and finish it there because it's gone well over an hour again. I apologize, but thank you all for sticking with me. you didn't just see that. There's the front. And there's the back. And that's Australian opal for you. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Don Depue. And this shell is going to remain as a shell for right now. But yeah. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for coming in. I'm sorry, huh?
Were they all from Dawn?
Yes. They were all from Don. So I know Don will be doing another sale, so just look out for it on YouTube. Usually Lapidary Dave's helping him out. Great people, great team, and obviously great material. You do have to put a few dollars out, but like I just showed, this one pays easily for everything else. So come on in on the sales. But for right now, thank you all for coming in. If you haven't, go ahead, give it a quick thumbs up on the way out. I'd really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed before, we've got more of this stuff coming. I do a variation. It's not just opal. I like to do turquoise. We've got some varicites to do and some old petrified woods. And I have some pretty neat slabs hidden away that I have to get into as well. So really, it's more about a time thing. I'm trying to push out a little content each week. And I want to thank especially the jewelry community. They've been absolutely fantastic. And I appreciate my lapidary friends and rock hounds. Thank you for watching. We're going to see you next time. And in the meantime, take care of each other. Most of all, take care of yourself. Cheers now.
Well done.